Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening we wish to our most favorable lecturer, Madam Suryani Jack. We are from BIZWORLD Publishing Company. So basically, we publish monthly magazine pertaining international business management and any current issue related to international business. So as you can see in the screen, the cover page was designed by one of our authors, Nurul Atika, and our magazine emphasized the combination elements of minimalist and elegant. So moving forward, now we will look on the editors and authors in this magazine. The editors for this magazine is me, Umi Hafiza Ahmador, and the authors for this magazine consists of Nurul Atika, Anwar Danish, as well as Intan Nur Shafika. So as you can see, this is the content of our magazine December edition, which comprises of records management and its relation to business world.
Assalamualaikum and hello, my name is Nurul Atika and I'm going to explain on the next page, which is about the record as a strategic business. Basically on this page, I've explained about the definitions of strategic resources, which is an essential for the success of a business organization because it is provide an understanding of the past, present and future, bring knowledge and intelligence, build on the decision making and operation, and lastly to drive policy formulation and implementation. Next on this page 2, I have explained one of the three strategies of record as a strategic business resources, which is business system analysis, BSA, and record management. So the analysis is an analytical framework that involves the analyzing of an organizations of the system as a system. So on the right of this page, I've explained the business analysis that can be broken into 6 major knowledge areas, which is first one is the enterprise analysis. The second one is the requirement planning and management. The third one is the requirement elicitation. The fourth one is the requirement analysis and documentation. The fifth one is the requirement communication, and the last one is the solution assessment and validation. So on the next page, I've explained the remaining 2 strategy, which second one is manage records accordingly to the regulatory requirement. Regulatory requirement is that first, statute and case laws and regulations governing the sector-specific and general business environment, that is include laws and regulation, however it relating specifically to records, archives, access, privacy, evidence, and many more. The second one is that identifiable expectation of the community about what is acceptable behavior for the specific sector or also organization. And the third one is the voluntary codes of the conducts and ethics. Fourth one is the mandatory standards of practice, and the fifth one is the voluntary codes of the best practice. Moving on the third strategy is that training for the record management professional. It is on advising on and implementing new records management policies and also classification system. On this page 2, I've explained the impact of record strategic business, which there is 3 of it. First one is economically, where it will reduce the operating costs. The second one is that it could ensure the accountability. And the last one is that it will support better management, where managing record will minimize the litigation risk. And on this page, on below of it, on the left side, I've also stated the criteria that lead to good business record, which there is 4 of them. One of them is the authentic, second one is the reliability, the third one is integrity, and last one is the usability. Moving on to the next page is the article review that me, Nurul Atika, have did on the article named Records Management Practice, the Issues and Models for the Classification. So the objective of this article, basically are to identify whether the Sharia courts in the Malaysia hold on specific models in executing electronic record management. And the next objective is that to explore the issues in the Sharia courts case management SCCMS at Sharia Judiciary Malaysia SJM. And lastly, to reveal the issue embraced in the managing records in the e-government system in Malaysia. Basically, on this page of article review, I've included the objective, the literature review, the methodology, the recommendations, and also lastly on the contribution on how the article could contribute to the business record management. And the next page is about article review also that I've did on the article's name, Functional Classifications of Record and Organization Structure. So the objective of this article is to examine on how electronic record management system have been used in a Finnish government agency. And next is that to study the relationship between functional classification scheme and the way users in different organization unit and also at the different organization level have employed the system. And lastly, the objective is to examine on whether electronic record management system were easier to use if the system indeed knew what the functional classes the users typically needs in their work. These articles also have the same structure as the before, which is I've included the objective, the literature review, the methodology, the recommendations, and also the contribution that it could help on the business record management, which is stated on the next page of it. And that's all from me as the author, Nurul Atika.
In addition to that, I further explain regarding the records life cycle, which comprises of creation, distribution, use, maintenance, and last but not least, disposition. I hereby also highlight that records management is about what you have, where you keep it, and how long you want to keep it. Furthermore, I will explain on the article analysis in the title of Electronic Records Management in the Malaysian Public Sector, the existence of policy, written by Umi Asma Mokhtar and Zawiya Muhammad Yusof. So basically, the major objective of this research paper are to discover either the government organization in Malaysia apply and follow the rules and regulation pertaining to electronic records management. In addition to that, this research paper also aimed to recognize which are the responsible party for the policy, and last but not least, to recognize what are the sources used to set up the policy in our country. Furthermore, this research paper also highlight the contribution to business records management, whereby there are lots of advantages that can be gained by having the electronic records management, especially to business management. One of them is the recording works become more easier. On the other hand, the records also can be kept safely without any risk like missing of records or damage due to certain circumstances. Therefore, a good and secured electronic records policy is very needed indeed in order to widespread and encourage the use of electronic records management. So for the second analysis, entitled Exploring the Mechanism for Records Management's Digital Transformation, a case study from China, written by Chen Tianyang, Yu Chaodu, and Lin Yu Shi. The major purpose for this research basically to discover more in-depth regarding the mechanism underlying in the transformation from paper-based records to electronic records management. In addition to that, This research also narrowly focused to assist and enhance the effectiveness of electronic records management system. Not only that, the authors for this research paper also highlight the digital transition of records management from the paper-based to the electronic records management system. Not forget to mention that the authors also mentioned several recommendations in this research paper to avoid any confusion and encourage the public people to use electronic records management. Secondly, electronic records itself must be easy to handle so that everyone can use it without any problems. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, records management is indeed significant for our future references. So for now, I will pass the presentation to Intan Nur Shafika.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Intan Nur Shafika and I will continue with the next page, which is Business Continuity Plan. So Business Continuity Plan is a process where it involved in creating a system of prevention and recovery from potential threats to an organization and business. It is to ensure that all business records are protected to prevent a disaster from damaging the business records. Organization must first recognize the potential disasters. Businesses are vulnerable to disasters that come in many kind of form, such as fire, water, and thief. So this is why every business and organization need to have business continuity plan to survive against many form of disaster. For the next content of our magazine is an article review named as The Contribution of Records Management to Good Governance, published by Emerald Insight from the authors Anastasia Dicopolo and Athanasios Mitiotis. The objective of this article is to present the relationship between records management and accountable and efficient governance. Good governance can be determined based on how people and organizations pay attention to use and produce of records and achievers management in their daily activities. Meanwhile, records management are self-evident. The record management is a vital component of good governance in an organized society. This article also stated that a proper record keeping for a firm administration raise awareness among all participants of emerging legal, fiscal and administrative issues involved with managing government information. The second article that I review is the benefits of electronic records management system, a general review of published and some unpublished cases. The objectives of this article are to review published case studies and some unpublished results and to identify the benefits actually achieved by implementing an electronic record management system or an electronic document management system. The aim of this article is to review published case studies and some unpublished results. This paper is also a review of the benefits that achieved by organizations which have implemented an electronic record management system, electronic document management system, and records management system. That's all from me as an author in Nur Shafika. Next, I will pass to our last presenter.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Anand Danish bin Amin Raja. I will continue the next page, which is about effective customer service. So, what is effective customer service? It refers to quality customer service, which is thanking the customer and promoting a positive, helpful and friendly environment will ensure they live with a great impression. So, challenge to provision of quality customer service. So what is the challenge? The challenge is every customer service always having to serve multiple customers at the same time. The second one is being time pressed to give a response when they do not have one. The third and last one is the customer service also having no solution to the customer's problem. So we move to article review number 1, which is about record management and data management, closing the gap. So the objective of the article is to explore the information landscape of organization by focusing on the evolution of the fields of so-called record management and data management. So the methodology for this research include literature review, the experience and others like it have taught me the importance of understanding the information management landscape of an organization before undertaking an initiative to develop retention and disposition schedules covering all recorded information, be it in a system or in the organization as a whole. So the author draws on his personal experience with the National Archive of Canada. So there's finding. According to international definition, data are representation of fact, figures and concepts in a manner suitable for processing, interpretation or communication by human or automated means. So we go to contribution to business record. The effective application of document management and data management concepts in this complex environment can occur only if an institution has prepared a comprehensive plan in effect and information plan that addresses the introduction and use of both information technology and information management practice. So the recommendation, the gap between these disparate function but be close can be suggested in order to provide a corporate perspective to the management of document. Records manager have developed tools such as the subject files classification system and the retention and disposal schedule. So number 2 is in managing data in a systems environment. However, information system proficient have developed tools such as the system development lifecycle, system development methodologies, tape library management system and data dictionary. So we move to next page, which is number 2 article, which is assessing records management in China against ISO 15489. So this article introduced record management in China and its features and then focus on measuring that against ISO 15489-1. The analysis of Chinese records management practice is mainly based on two representative manuals, which is the Scientific Management of Records Work and the Textbook for Electronic Record Management. The former is for the paper world and the latter for the electronic and digital world. Both receive National Academic Awards and are recommended as the best manuals for teaching university students as well as for training record managers and archives in post. In addition, national regulation rules and standard of records and archive management also used as a basis for the analysis. So we move to an overview of features of the record management in China. So record management in China is understood more narrowly in the archival community and the real world. According to the life cycle theory, it is limited to recurrent records which are still in active use for their initial creation purpose. So ISO 15489 has provided best practice guidelines for records management which have many applications to the world. This paper, based on the result of a research project, provides a case study which shows that ISO 15489 can also be used for measuring record management performance as well. So that's all for me. Thank you.
So ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our presentation. I hope you guys enjoy and thank you very much for spending your time on us. BIZWorld Company December edition. Hope to see you guys very soon. Do take care and goodbye.